Hey there, welcome to the channel. Today we have some big news on the political side here in the US and how that impacts the crypto space and Bitcoin. So I'm going to talk about that and important things that we have to look forward to that's going to impact the crypto space this week. So guys, let's get into it. If you like the video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more of my content, please subscribe to the channel. So this is very bullish in my opinion. We got some big things happening. And let's just start with what just recently happened today. So today, Biden exits the political or the presidential race here in the US. There's been a lot of speculation about his health. He's getting older in age, cognitive decline. Donors were saying they weren't going to donate, basically big ticket donors, if he was at the top of the ticket. And I guess he just succumbed to pressure within his party and the donors, and he is stepping aside. He did endorse his vice president, Kamala Harris, as his replacement, top of the ticket as president. The thing is, polling has been showing that Kamala Harris, which is the vice president against Donald Trump, she's been lagging in the polls, and it kind of indicates that he probably would win a general election against her if she is the Democratic nominee. Now, this is bullish for the crypto space because lately, with his NFTs and him speaking at the conference later on this week, very bullish for crypto if Trump were to win. So, although this is a political type thing, it does have impacts to the crypto space and markets in general. So, that's what's going on there. So right now, if we see how the market is responding, we know during the weekend there's low volume and sometimes numbers do go down. But Bitcoin just ticked up a little bit. Still a mixed bag of green and red. So overall, market's not doing too bad. Looking closely here, we see if we look at fear and greed, according to CoinMarketCap, we're at 62. So at the greed levels, people are feeling pretty good about the space right now. If we look at the crypto market cap, 2.5 trillion, 2.45 trillion rather. Bitcoin dominance at 54.3 and ETH dominance at 17.2. So overall, if we look at the past hour since this news came out, Bitcoin's up about 1%, ETH's almost up 1%, Solana's up 1.6%, well, now 3.4%, probably due to the memes. Once this was announced, Bowden, which is a political meme for Biden, that went down over 60%. And now Kama, which is the meme for Kamala, has been going up. Solana memes are all a rave right now, and the price of Solana is up over $180, guys. Last week, the price of Solana, maybe 2 weeks ago, was $135, $137. Look at that. And if we look at the past 7 days, Solana's up 25%. I'm a big supporter of Solana. I always talk about it. I get a lot of crap on this channel about it. But if you think this is a lot, this is just the beginning for this project right here. Wait till Fire Dancer comes out. Wait, if the Solana ETF does get approved 2025, this price right here, it'll be nothing. You'll look at this and look at this video and come back 6-8 months ago and be like, wow, this was pretty much a good deal. I think anything under 200 is a good entry for Solana, not financial advice. Also, XRP's been doing pretty well. People are guessing that SEC, especially with the change of guard, if that happens, all the case against XRP will be dropped. And if that's dropped, then that could only mean good things for XRP. So we'll see. All the XRP holders, you are currently being rewarded. Hopefully this keeps ticking up and they go back to the all-time high. Well, overall, just a bunch of goodness. And right now the prices are temporary. You see these, but I truly think in the next 6 months to 12 months, these prices will be crazy. So right now is still a good time to DCA into your favorite projects, but we got a lot of stuff going on that's definitely going to impact the crypto space. Looking at the past 7 days as far as sector performance, so what cryptos are doing pretty well, right? You always want to look at that, make sure you're in the right space, make sure you're investing in the right things. And if we look at the top one for the past 7 days, AI is still the top sector, followed by the Bitcoin ecosystem. Then you have DeepIn, bridges, meme coins, obviously DeFi, and the like, and so on. And if we look at the big two, according to market cap, Bitcoin is up 11.6% for the week, and Ethereum's up 8.1%. So these are the sectors that are doing pretty hot. Hopefully you guys are involved in these sectors. Also, another bullish thing. Elon, after the announcement of Biden dropping out, changed his profile picture on X to the laser eyes. And if you're familiar, if you're in the crypto space, you all know what that means. That means you're focused, you know what's happening. Crypto's the future. You have big bags, you're going to continue to fill your bags. You're a big believer in Bitcoin and some alts. So to have someone like this, a billionaire who has a lot of billionaire friends, millionaire friends, he influences a lot. To have someone here like this on your side, that's big for the crypto space. We know last bull cycle at the beginning, he accepted Bitcoin to buy Teslas, and then he took it off because of um, environmental issues. And right now, could this be the change? Could Tesla at some point accept Bitcoin for payment again? That'd be huge for adoption and to show that Bitcoin is serious as far as a true asset. Jerome Powell earlier this week mentioned Bitcoin and said, yes, he believes Bitcoin has staying power. That's the chairman of the Fed in the US acknowledging that Bitcoin is here to stay. Then you have Jamie Dimon, according to Trump, is changing his tune about Bitcoin. Just all these big players suddenly are changing course. And today I saw something about Trump, if he is elected, may have or ask Jamie Dimon to be his secretary, direct treasury secretary or something like that. I doubt he would take the position because, Larry Fink is doing pretty well. But BlackRock, Trump, Bitcoin, you see the relation. Everything is huge there. Now, Elon Musk said that he is committing to around $45 million a month to a pro-Trump super PAC. Now, in press speeches, Trump did give props to Elon Musk, saying he's impressed with everything he's done with SpaceX and his other projects, other companies. So there is a love relationship between these two. And we already know how Trump feels about crypto. And now you're seeing how Elon feels about crypto. Tesla already holds crypto. SpaceX holds crypto, Bitcoin to be exact. Again, just if you read in between the lines and see what's happening here, everything's falling into place. And you want to position yourself to be in on the ride. You don't want to get in when things are at peak, because you better believe all the big dogs are already filling their bags. They filled in real low, and they're going to continue to fill. And you don't want to hit till, the CNN and major media is covering it, showing how much Bitcoin's at six figures and the next meme coin made 20x, 30x, 100x. And at that point, you're trying to get in. You want to look at shows like this and just educate yourself about crypto. There's tons of other shows on YouTube, other channels that can definitely educate you. If you're skeptical about it, I would definitely take a look. This is no longer just the funny money, nerd money, people talking about, scam coins or anything like that. It has true staying power coming from Jerome Powell, someone who knows what he's talking about, some would say. Also, just to show you the adoption, Scottie Pippen, he's a former basketball player on the world champion Chicago Bulls when they had their little dynasty. He posted today, Ethereum or Solana. He knows about Bitcoin, but, in this one, he's talking about the L1s. Now, between these two, you know what I would pick, but Ethereum has big news coming up this week, which I'll cover. And we just talked about Solana eclipsing $180, and it's probably just going to continue to go higher. But again, and you see Tolly, who's the co-founder of Solana, says, whoa, as an 11-year-old kid, when my family landed in Chicago in early 1992 after leaving the USSR, the Bulls were bigger than life at the time. Congratulations on such an awesome and inspiring career. So we'll see. Hopefully he makes the right choice. You can't go wrong with Ethereum Solana anyway. And also, Fred Krueger, big Bitcoin bull, says do not sell your Bitcoin. 7 days at the time of this until Trump speaks at Bitcoin Nashville. Then less than 30 days until the end of the Mt. Gox of them delivering and dispersing all their Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. 60 days until rate cut in the US. And when that happens, you better believe all assets, especially risk, tech assets, crypto, will go straight up. And then 109 days till the election. And then we already talked about that as far as what may happen if you believe the polls. So then we talked about Ethereum, but on Tuesday, it has been confirmed that spot ETFs will be approved here in the US. Van Eyck, Invesco, Fidelity, 21 Shares, and Franklin Templeton will have their spot ETFs. That's going to do wonders for Ethereum. I think it's going to do wonders for Solana and all the altcoins. So you add Bitcoin going crazy, you add news like this for the second biggest crypto according to market cap. what's going to happen to the space in general. I think truly, truly bullish things. Also, earlier this week, or not even earlier this week, on Friday, there was a bug, a software bug, causing a lot of systems, a lot of airports. Their systems were all frazzled, and people had flights canceled, delayed. A lot of people that had CrowdStrike, a program affiliated with them. If you went to work, you had a blue screen, nothing was working, and that's what happens when you have a centralized system. It's a lot of finger pointing. Microsoft is saying it's CrowdStrike. CrowdStrike saying it's Microsoft software update, whatever. But this is why crypto is important. When you have certain decentralized blockchains and projects that don't go down. And I get the joke, Solana, yes, it does go down, but Google and all of them, they've been down too. And here's another example of that. But Senator Loomis, who is a pro crypto person, says, "Do you know what form of currency hasn't been affected by widespread server outages? Bitcoin. She is an ally, and you add her with the others that we just talked about, just a growing number of people adopting and accepting crypto. And you want to be one of the early people. You don't want to get in when it's too high and people are offloading their assets and their profits. You want to get in now. Also, other big news in US this week as far as macro goes, we have GDP numbers for second quarter coming out. And that will help because we talked about rate cuts. And if the Fed chair, if they see that GDP is struggling to grow and the economy is not picking up as aggressively as they would like, especially before an election, that'll motivate them to cut rates even quicker. Maybe we'll get 3 rate cuts. Who knows? But second quarter GDP growth, which will be released on the 25th of July, will likely run about 2%, which is a pickup from 1.3 in the first quarter. Consumer spending is still likely to be decent, though it is probably rising slower than last year. Exports should start growing again after a drop in the first quarter, and businesses are likely to stop cutting inventories as prospects for future sales brighten. So you want to see this number, obviously we want our economy to do well, but the lower this number is, the more motivated the Fed will be to cut rates. And right now, for the next meeting, Fed meeting is July 31st, which is next week or next week. And there's about a 95.9 chance that they're going to keep it the same. So there won't be any rate hikes, which is good, but there will also not be any cuts, according to economists. And they're saying there's only a 4.1 chance that he'll cut it a quarter point. So we'll see. Another big data that we're getting is the PCE numbers. And what that is personal consumption expenditures, which is measuring consumer spending on goods and services among households in the US. So if this number is also maybe not rising as anticipated or declining, it's another motivating factor for the Fed chair and the Fed to cut rates more aggressively and quickly. Right now, that's going to be big. And when that happens, the economy will take off. That means here in the US that if you want to purchase a home, the mortgage that right now is currently, for a 30-year fix, you're paying like 7%, high 6%. If you start cutting it, then you get to the low 6%, 5%. 5% from 7% is a big difference in a family struggling to pay a mortgage, living check to check. That's big. Not to mention your credit card debts, all the interest on that. It just makes money flow a lot quicker, better, and people can spend more money, grow the economy. That's why you want this cut to happen. And if that happens during an election where polls are saying that a pro Bitcoin, pro crypto person is coming along, and then you have other big companies, big wealthy people also filling their bags with crypto, the market will be lovely, guys. Not to mention we haven't even hit peak bull yet. Historically, this thing should really be peaking next year. And if you're already filling your bags now, I can imagine. I can't imagine what's going to happen. That's why I make these videos. I'm not making videos for tons of views because obviously I don't get them, but I get them just for me to remind myself why I'm in this space, continue to learn about the space, and I can look back on my videos a year from now, 2 years from now, and be like, wow, I'm happy I did this. I'm happy I stuck with it. And because of that, my life is better, life of my kids, and I'm just increasing my generational wealth. So guys, if you want to be on that journey too, please, do some research, look at all these different projects. Don't follow blindly these influencers on the YouTube saying, hey, do this, do that. You don't know what their motivations are. They could be getting paid from the project. Do your own research. That's the most important thing I can say to anybody looking to get crypto space. Independently, just look and see if it's something that you like, something that you want to get into. If you're not sure about it, learn about the different technologies, learn about the investors into the project, learn about the founders, just learn about it. And then once you learn about it, the hard earned money that you make, that's when you want to put it into a project. Don't listen to me or anyone else. Definitely do some research, and crypto, I think, is going to be the future of finance, future of money. So that's why I'm in it right now. So guys, exciting things ahead for the US and the world and crypto this week. I hope you're paying attention, and thank you for spending your time with me. Until next time, bye.